Cereal with airplane peanuts.
What happened to your finger?
I got a cat. Scratched me.
Is this...
I really got a Maine Coon.
Why did you get a cat?
Just so I can say coon.
Let's clear the air.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks because of the Cleveland television interview that you're gay, and you're not gay. I think they stopped doing interviews because of you.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Segura's got a great one. Bobby Lee. She's the best interviewer in morning TV, if you ask me.
Do you still do morning TV?
Oh, yeah. I do it every week, and I hate it. And I've done a million of those, but no one ever put them on YouTube, and that one just hit.
Did they put it on YouTube?
I think I asked him to because it went well. And she was such a pro, whatever her name is, Abigail or Clarence.
I don't know. Really hit home with you, apparently.
Yeah, but she was so good, and she deserves half the anal.
I'm going to let that sit.
Growing up, like, people I knew had cats, and every time I'd go to their house, I never enjoyed them. Something about them, I couldn't get over that hump of, like...
Yeah, cats are like blacks. You either love them or hate them.
And what if you do both? What if you love and hate them?
That's tough.
What color is your cat?
Black.
Is that on purpose?
Oh, yeah. Diversity.
You gotta
have it in the house. I'm getting so good at drinking, just from doing it since I was 13 or 14, that like, oh, I got a good buzz on. If I drink any more, I'll be crazy hungover, and I'll be over the line, or whatever. I'm good right here.
Yeah, I've had a drink with you, and you're not a guy, you're actually really good about having just enough. You're like a guy who knows how to have just enough. Now, not to say that, like...
I want to go. Don't trust me. I want to push the line, but I know just like, all right, I got a rental car. If I keep going, I'll bang this dude or whatever. So I got
in the rental car, by the way.
Yeah.
Which Hertz charges for now.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
You can't just fuck a dude in the rental car anymore. It used to be they used to have a cleanup policy.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get jizz out of fabric.
It is. Well, dude, I get leather seats every time.
You gotta go leather.
Upgrade,
then
baby.
You heat it, and then it really...
Yo, the boiling pot.
Yeah, it's a petri dish.
So now you're touring around LA doing a bunch of different podcasts, but they're all pretty shit in comparison to this one. I mean, you've done a few.
Marin.
Bad.
Segura.
Bad.
Bobby Lee.
Bad.
Stop Asian Hate.
Well, start it.
There you go.
Start it with him. You can start it. I think you're not allowed to hate Asians if you don't know them, but if you know them, like I know him, I can hate him.
Good point.
He's mine.
Yeah.
He's my little Asian.
Yeah, he's short round.
He's my little dumpling. I can say whatever I want because he's my friend.
He's your egg roll.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, get out there, girls. Fight back.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Fight back. Take a swing.
Pay a bill.
Pay a bill. Is that a gripe that you have? Do you pay for everything?
Everything.
Do you pay for every dinner?
Oh, yeah.
Does she even try?
Every now and then, she'll get like a taco. And she's like, "Oh, I got this taco," and you're like, "Thanks." Where were you for the steak dinner?
Yeah, remember whenever I took you to Nobu? Where were you on that? Yeah.
Where were you on that? Give me a reach or a thanks or a hug or a handy.
Yeah, but that's a part of equality that'll never even out, and we just like silently know it.
Right.
That it's something that we're like, I want women to have equal treatment as humans and equal pay and all these things. And then you go, but. They've never felt the black book. You know what I mean? Like that thing, that's such an innocuous item. Whenever that thing gets dropped, whenever that book gets dropped, I'm always like, I wonder how instinctively, because you always know, they always drop it right in front of a dude.
Of course.
And I always want to push it over and go, how do you know? Do it to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is the pressure on me to always do the thing? Drop it in front of her.
I had a girl tell me, I love when women are just honest with you, like friends, and one girl's like, you go on a date with a girl, just pay. It'll help you get laid. It'll be a much better chance. Just pay. And I'm like, all right, but what about all that? She's like, I know, it's dumb. Just do it. And you're like, all right. And she said, if you ever look cheap in front of a girl, the vag just dries up.
I get it, but then we have to be honest about the idea of certain feminine points where you're
exactly.
Like,
hey
man,
I'm saying.
Feminism has a million holes in it. Let's be honest. For the progression of women's rights, you're like, okay, sure, but also I've talked about this on stage. It's
I want to fill those holes.
How come I don't? All of them, every single one, nose, ears, mouth. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. I'm Kevin Hart. Queef it up, baby.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Man, seeing you do it, I really hate myself.
This is my favorite Marcus. Hey, I'm gay. I'm gay.
That's my out. Theo Vaughn's a millionaire.
Who's Theo Vaughn?
He's this redneck guy.
Oh, the hick guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, fucking. Yeah, dude, my dad used to fucking live inside of a water tower, dude. He'd swim to the top like every morning for air, just go back down, have babies, dude.
That's
we were
pretty
born.
good.
Yeah, no.
that they're like, you're killing the earth now. It's like,
Yeah.
you're in perpetuity, you're killing the fucking earth.
It's so true. We're distracted by all like the straws. Remember the straws were the biggest deal on
They're
the planet?
back, by the
And
way.
now they're back.
Yeah, they're back.
It was just that one photo of that fucking coke snorting turtle that we
Yeah.
all fell in love with, and then we all got rid of him.
One turtle, by the way.
One turtle.
I used to say that on stage. Show me the shells. Where are all these dead turtles? What a lie, strewn across the shore. They made it sound like it was millions of turtles were dying.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
It's like Bill Burr says, it's all cut with your bullshit. Like,
Right.
if I make a monkey joke and somebody goes, that's racist, I'm like, no, you are. Because your
Right.
brain heard monkey and went to
Right.
this group, you know? I wasn't even thinking that.
Right, and I was at the Bronx Zoo in my brain, seeing an actual monkey. Like, I actually saw a monkey.
Yes,
You
yes.
went to a place of negative nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was eating chicken, but still, I get it.
Right, that's a great exhibit, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Fried chicken monkey exhibit. The club sucks. The manager sucks. But I'll get a meal. So I go, what do I get? And the guy goes, you got to get the swordfish. And I go, great, bring it on. He goes, there's a good wine that pairs well. I was like, well, bring on the wine. So I must have had like 5 glasses of wine. I got the swordfish. I got a dessert. He gives me the check. It was like $280. Like, what you upsold me? I work here. I'm the headliner, and I had to pay for it.
You did?
I paid. What could I do?
You could tell him to go fuck himself.
He was paying me later in the week. I needed it.
But nothing, really. That was probably your whole check.
It was half of it, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Dude.
I know. It was crazy, but I was like, man, showbiz is tough.
Those days were losing money, when I used to lose money, was really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I had an emotional breakdown in the car. I was driving, doing a triple run out here, and I had an emotional breakdown. I pulled over at the side off of fucking Reno. I was on my way to Montana. I just broke down, man.
Whoa.
I couldn't do it anymore because I barely had enough to have gas to get up there.
Oh.
And I just was losing it. Mentally, I was just and also it came on the heels of I had gotten a speeding ticket. I got pulled over.
Oh. That takes everything you got, those speeding tickets.
Oh, and
You're
I was
begging with, please,
I did.
please.
I begged him so bad. I go, I'm just a comedian. I'm just going up to Boise or wherever I was going. Oh, Billings, Montana. To
He's
go
like,
to
I've
a
never
show.
heard of you. Like, no shit. That's
Yeah.
why I'm broke.
Yeah. That's why there's 4 different wheels on this Hyundai Sonata. No shit, you've never fucking heard of me. These are
Yeah.
all stolen from different fucking body shops.
I'm riding on the donut. You know about those, you pig. Now leave me be. I got to go bomb in Montana.
me be, pig. I did. Went and ate shit in my and they remember when they were doing lie credits when they're like, you seen this guy?
Yes, lie credits.
It's like Comedy Central, HBO, ABC, NBC. It's like you've been on nothing. You've been on
Nothing.
nothing, and YouTube wasn't even around, so you had nothing to even fake it to prove it.
I remember I called my mom crying once, asking her for I was like, I need $500. I can't pay the rent. Yada yada yada. And we don't do that in my family.
Same.
Like, there's no asking for help or showing emotion. And it was tough. And she was like, take it, Jesus.
Right.
Like, get out of here, you
Because you were
fucking
so
loser.
desperate.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. You know, it was New York. It was freezing cold. I'm living in a shit box with rats. It was hell.
And now look at you. Fancy, famous.
Here I am with my Hyundai Veloster.
Hyundai Molester?
Yeah, I got the Honda Diddler.
The Honda Diddler outside.
Yeah.
Uncle Honda.
So it's about memories for you.
Yeah, memories are all we have.
Yeah, well, that's not all we have.
That's true.
Present is a lot more important, I feel like, than the past.
Yeah, I guess, but what is the present? People say that. I'm like, present's gone.
No, you're in it right now. This is it.
This is it?
Are you enjoying yourself in the podcast?
I'm having a great time.
All right, well, then this is it.
But eventually this will be over.
Doesn't matter. Then you're on to the next thing.
But now it's a memory.
But it can be.
And not only is it a memory, it's documented. That's why I
Right.
love this. This is a
important.
capsule.
Yeah, this is important.
Yes.
This gives you a piece of who you really are that gets to sit on a thing for the rest of time.
I love that.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
kinda
how you
nice.
get canceled. as
That's exactly. Well, you're
ironically.
going to get canceled.
Oh, no doubt.
I want you to
about
look right in that camera and say, "I'm ready to get canceled."
it. Me and Shane Gillis are writing something.
Yeah. What is
No,
it? What is
I'm
it?
just
What is it?
kidding.
It's called Chinatown, right?
Yeah.
How's the mood around that in this town?
It's called A Chink in the Armor.
There it
No,
is. It's a war tour. It's a war film.
You know, it's weird because I feel like it's kind of coming back around, but like there's a weird vibe now. And LA doesn't seem to have this, or I didn't see it or feel it. But like a couple of guys from like the other side came to a comedy club, and you could feel when they walked in, it was like awkward, and you're like, "Are you guys comics? Why am I nervous around you?"
What do you mean the other side? Be more clear.
Like the side that wants to cancel you. You know, and you're like, we're all telling zingers.
Yeah.
What is your big agenda on ruining people's lives? And in their minds, they're so gung-ho on like, we're saving the world here. This guy
Right.
said gook, we got to ruin his life. You're like, I'm not a bad person. I love Asians. It's a word. I'm a clown.
Right.
What are you, crazy?
Right.
This is your life?
Right. This is
You're
bullshit.
sick.
Right.
This is your illness. You think I'm a weirdo. You have this thing where you want to ruin someone's life. You got problems.
Right.
And I like also you think rappers are going around going, hey, you talk about killing that guy. That's kind of mean. Like you're an artist, I'm an artist. Let's be artists. Stop critiquing. Go help somebody. Go help the world if you're such a savior.
I send my wife limp dick pics. I'll never do hard.
Now that's love.
Make her work for it a
There
little
you
bit. You know
go.
what I mean? Make her build up to something.
Have you heard my dick pic story?
No.
Maybe 8 years ago, I hooked up with this gal and it was like this passionate weekend on the road. It was amazing. She was way out of my league. It was the highlight of my life. So we'd kind of communicate after a few weeks of me leaving, and she'd be like, send me a dick pic. Send her a dick pic, whatever, no big deal. 8 months later, we stopped talking, whatever. Somebody tweets at me, ats me, hey, is this your dick? And it was a photo of my dick. Some random guy in like Minnesota.
But a good photo, no less.
Yeah, but it's still my dick, so it's not great. But I saw my sheets, and that's what did it. I was like, those are my dinosaur sheets. And so...
that's my race car bed. I know that bed anywhere.
Yeah, I just didn't respond, and it kind of, flew off into the Twitter ether. But Jesus, seeing your own dick on a public platform is terrifying.
That's a bummer.
And he knew it was mine.
Well, you got a nice penis, though.
It's all right.
It's fine.
It's a Civic.
It's a Civic.
Yeah, it's like it'll get you places, reliable, but it's not going to win a race. I just got robbed in the West Village about a year ago, and it brought all of it back. And it's my girl who I live with. She's from Cape Cod, so she's like, "This is crazy. I've never even thought about this." And the cops came, and I live in the West Village, which is a nice neighborhood, and the cops couldn't have been nicer. When I was a kid, the cops were like a pain in the ass, like keep it moving, swinging the baton. And these people were like, oh my God, we're so sorry. We're gonna catch this guy. I was like, what's this? This is a new cop.
Yeah, but they didn't catch him at all.
They caught him.
Oh, they did?
They got a fingerprint off of my chest of drawers, and he took I had a lot of cash in there. He took all of it.
What are you doing keeping so much cash in your house?
I thought it was cool having a drawer full of cash.
What are you, Andrew Dice Clay? What the fuck are you doing?
I had some shrooms in there. I had some weed.
Shrooms I get. Weed I get.
But it was like my cool guy drawer.
How much cash? Be honest. Be real.
It was more than $5,000, less than 10.
Okay,
we'll say that.
I always say you should keep around. Well, okay. I say there should be a couple of grand at any given time in case of emergency.
Yeah.
But above 5, you're getting now you're getting into fuck you territory. It's a bad move.
It felt like he knew. It felt, and that's,
of course he knew.
Your brain starts going like, did I talk about this? And am I an idiot? As a fan, how did he get in? How did he know my part? Blah blah blah. I live in a big building with a bunch of units, and he knew about my cash. It felt weird. I had fireworks in there. I had brass knuckles. I had a porno. It was like an 8th grade drawer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, was this a time capsule from when you were in junior high?
Yeah, and it was fun to just open it on a Saturday morning, hungover, and go, that's pretty cool,
Look
and then
at
close
all my stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what I was gonna do with it or what, but I loved seeing it.
So I don't ever watch the award shows, but I do think they're very funny in the sense of what's turning to happen in society.
Fascinating.
And I think it's great. I saw on Twitter. They throw up like little speech clips on Twitter. On Twitter, my favorite was someone was talking very adamantly about like how many black people get killed by the cops every day, and it was like very like emotional and very deep. And then his partner steps up to the mic and he's like, "We want to thank Netflix and Ted Sarandos." I was dude, the juxtaposition is so funny to be on these social platforms and then be like, also, we want to thank all the producers and everyone that made millions of dollars on it. It's just...
It's kooky. They can't even see it. Like, how can you not see it? You're on stage holding a gold trophy in a $10 million gown.
Right.
And you're like, it's hard out there. Things are tough. You're like, come on. There's a guy working in a mill.
I understand why people want to use their platform to have a message, but it gets diluted when the event itself is so disingenuous, right? Like, the event is disingenuous. If it was an event for a charity, I'd be like, this is a great time to make a big speech.
Yeah.
But this thing isn't for charity. This is to tap each other on the back and say, you won. You're better than everybody else that does the thing.
And 6 years ago, we were all blowing Harvey. Like, look at that guy. He's the king. We love him. Seinfeld was big, but the show, when I saw the show, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, I would watch it with my parents, and they hate everything, and they like that, and I liked it, and that meant a lot.
Are you and Jerry friendly?
Yeah, we text probably, once every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good.
Is that something that you step
you
back and you go,
pic,
wow, that's kind of weird?
I've gotten a text from him. That's about the range.
Every time I get a dick pic
Every time
from
you
a
get a
gay
dick pic, I get a Jerry text.
Do you and Jerry text like that ever?
Yeah, one dick pic. He's uncircumcised, which I couldn't believe.
L'chaim. Wait a minute. Is there ever a moment that he's very playful and joking, or the text a little bit serious?
They're pretty cut and dry. He's old. Yeah. He's business, and I've tried to be playful, and he'll give me like a ha, and I'm like, I'll take it. But then there's times he doesn't respond, and you want to kill yourself.
Right. You want to kill yourself.
Yeah, I mean, your whole night is consumed with like, oh, that last one, why did I do that? And then I've done some before. I'm like, you shouldn't send this. Ah, and I sent it, and it turned out okay. So
Right.
sometimes I took a risk and it worked out, and sometimes it was horrible.
Right. Was he a hero at all?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
See, he wasn't for me. And I don't mean to disrespect. He never was. I loved the show, but not, as the comedian wasn't the thing that I loved. I loved the show so much.
Well, I think he's so important because when we imitate stand-up, we're doing him, which is that's a testament. You know, like, what's the deal? That's him.
Right.
So that's got to say a lot.